Okay, that's fine. And Katie as well, yeah. Katie, introduce. Hi, so I'm Harry Luke, I'm a youth councillor, and I'm also part of Youth Parliament.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I'm a youth councillor as well.
We are the York Youth Council, this swarm of people behind you. They won't hurt you, trust me.
We're aged between 11 and 18, and we come from secondary schools around York and youth groups, and we represent people and young people's views.
So we went on a training residential just to improve our skills as a team, basically. We came up with our constitution, and we have full meetings every 6 weeks at the Guildhall, and we have subgroup meetings here every week, because we're dedicated.
What is youth participation? Youth participation is the process where young people can take an active part in the decisions that affect their lives.
Okay, 1 year on, here we are. Last year our campaigns were the building group, Youth Cafe, and the York Youth Festival. The York Youth Festival was a fantastic hit, we actually succeeded, and the cafe project we're still working on. We've raised £74,000 and we need to raise 71.
So last year's youth festival took place in Roundtree Park. It was a really successful event, and we hope to run it again.
The other priorities we looked at was the bus travel campaign, which wasn't a great success because they didn't have a lot of money, so they told us to go away.
And raising the awareness of young cyclists on the roads. We worked with Cycle City York to do this.
Last year we had many consultations, as you can see on the board.
Okay, so this year we've got a new team of youth councillors. Well, some of them would say. And we had our first meeting on the 13th of October, and the Lord Mayor welcomed us and presented us with our certificates. We then went on a training residential at Carlton Lodge, where we used different methods to choose this year's campaigns from what we'd found out from people we represent.
Now to our future actions and building group.
Hi, hello. I'm Josh, I'm a member of the Youth Council, and I'm also from the Cafe group. We basically, as Harry and Katie told you, we've already raised £74,000 from our target of £150,000. We currently need £71,000 to get to our target, and we need that as quickly as possible. We did have a building on Fossgate, but that got taken from us. But now we have a building on Goodrib Gate, which was previously a bookshop. We have a working group which contains of over half a dozen people who are trying to raise money, and we've made a list of essentials to help to open the cafe and make our dream happen. I'll hand over to Stephen, who will tell you about what we've done and how we've done it.
As you can see over here, we've got loads of ideas of what we did and brainstormed what the cafe would look like and what we'd like in it, and then there's some pictures here of what we think that the new building would look like. So we previously had some older pictures that we had, and then that got taken, so we don't know. And we've got loads of different ideas and different colours, so it's like for boys and girls, so it's not leaning too far to boys or too far to girls, so it's pretty well based. So.
Also, we thought that on our very first session here in Castlegate, we brainstormed ideas on sticky notes, as you can see on the unneat corner of the far board. We just brainstormed some ideas that we thought young people might like and enjoy, including Wi-Fi and maybe film nights. And I'm going to hand over to the festivals group, Tori.
Hi. I'm from the festival subgroup, and after the success of last year's festival, we are looking into organising one for 2011. We began by making a plan of action for the coming year. This involved looking into funding sources and sponsorship, such as Waitrose, and talking about possible dates and locations. As it stands, we've applied for a potential £10,000. We are not entirely sure where or when the festival will be held, but we will hope it will be just as great as 2010's. The aim of the festival is to bring people of all generations together for an entertaining event celebrating the positive things young people in York do. and handing over to the Changing Images group.
Hi, I'm Holly and I'm chairing the Changing Images of Youth in York group, and our aim is to basically present a more positive image of the young people in our area, as opposed to negative stereotypes that seem to have kind of taken over in many cases. So we had kind of 3 key aims for the year, which was we wanted to bridge the gap between the 2 generations by kind of getting to know them and getting more interaction between the generations. Our second aim was a kind of to raise awareness of it, but through events like our fashion show, which we have planned, and Ellie will tell you about in a moment. And the third was to raise our kind of profile in amongst young people as well, not just the ones that, like the few we can reach through our schools or youth groups, but for everyone, which we're doing through online, which Matt will tell you about now.
Well, we intend to raise our profile online. A lot of it coming through Facebook. We intend to promote our Facebook group a lot more. We can look into doing some sort of free advertising, like through different people, asking people to spread the word of what we're doing and how to access us online. We have our own website, which we can promote what we're doing on there. We were hoping to set up a blog or a video blog to post onto YouTube and Facebook, and we can also access them through online magazines and newspapers. Getting all this stuff would be really handy because it means we could ask people's opinion. We could access everyone rather than just the people from where we come from, and we could do surveys to see what sort of posters people want and things like that.
Yeah, and the fashion show, we've currently we're working to link it in with the Vintage Fair, and we've got a fashion store down called Warmgate, yeah. It's called Julie's Fashion Show, and we're going to hire some clothes from there, and it'll bridge the gap between older generations and the younger to show that our fashions and the kind of things we wear aren't that dissimilar.
Finally, we've been consulting young people who we represent on, you can see some of the posters, I'm afraid. I was meant to be bringing the posters in, but they're not here today. Basically, you can see some of the posters there, and we're sort of trying to, they're just raising awareness in the local community of our month that we're having from the 10th of May to the 10th of June. Where we'll be doing an exhibition and a screening once weekly of a film to kind of promote the changing images of youth, which will be held at the City Screen. And these are kind of to publicise our entire campaign and to publicise that. So we're talking to the people we represent to see which ones they want put up, so that we are actually portraying the image they want rather than the image we want to portray. And with that, we'd like to pass you on to the youth volunteering group.
We are the Youth Volunteering Panel, and we want to raise awareness on the subject of volunteering in York. We're aiming to get more young people into volunteering and improve the image of young people in York.
We want to improve the amount of opportunities, and we want to make an easy to access database on the internet where people can find local volunteering opportunities for them to do.
To try and achieve this, last week we attended a meeting which had numerous deputy heads of schools and other important people in youth volunteering to try and make sure that the youth voice was heard, to get across some of our ideas for how to improve it and to hear what they're already doing.
The Youth Volunteering Panel is a group that was originally Yorkish. Even though our funding was taken out by the government, we still wanted to carry on. So we have joined York Youth Council, and that's why we're here.
Another thing we want to do is promote volunteering, and change the image. We did this recently at the 14 to 19 event at the Navesmire, where we had a stall and...
Yeah, we also had some questionnaires there where we found out that there is a really, really big need for more youth volunteering within York. And now we'd like to hand you over to someone who can change the slide because I can't remember the involvement group.
Hi, I'm Dion and I'm the chair of the Youth Involvement Group and also Change Champions, and this is Luke who helps me. We talk to outside agencies such as the police meeting that we've only just had.
Yeah, a few weeks ago we had the opportunity to meet a variety of police staff at the North Yorkshire Police Headquarters. We discussed police relationships with young people, and as a result of that we decided to put a programme in place to get more police young people meetings, and in particular for police to come into schools and show this video about responsible drinking called Consequences. And we're really hoping to have a lot more of those meetings this year.
And Change Champions?
No, that's it.
Oh, right. We are helping to bring together the representatives from schools in York and the local decision makers, such as the service providers like the police and binmen, to talk about things that are important to young people. These people will all get together and create an action plan to work on any issues. The first Change Champions meeting will be in March of next year. This will be run by young people who are being trained in February. The action plan from this meeting will be carried out until November, when the next meeting will be held. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tom.
I'm Helena, and we're from the communications group, and basically our aim this year is just to spread the word of Youth Council, kind of like what Matt said earlier.
And you can keep up with what we're doing on the website, which is www.takepartyork.org. Don't know why I did that, I just wanted to point at it.
Or you can visit us on our Facebook page, and I'll point to York Youth Council. We're making improvements to the Facebook page. We're also looking into getting other forms of social networking so everyone in any park can just contact us. So I'm back to Harry.
Wow, how exciting they all were.
Thanks for listening. If you've got any questions to ask to any of the groups that came up, then ask away.
And then we'll just fire it to the right person.
Yeah.
Or if you've got questions that you want to ask in confidence, the contact details for the amazing show, Nicholson.
And enjoy your mental health.